We're going to go to Barry's. Yeah, I think so, where we had lunch.
So, Sister Khadija, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm from Puerto Rico. My father was Puerto Rican and my mother was from Ecuador. I've lived in the United States, well, the mainland, as we say, for many, many years. And I converted in 1983.
You converted in 1983?
Yes, sir.
And where were you when you converted? Were you in Miami?
Oh, I was in New York City. And I actually questioned a lot of things because I grew up as a Roman Catholic. And I didn't find answers. And finally I decided that that was one way to do it, was to go directly to the mosque. And when I went to the mosque, that's when it really hit me. I chose my name, Khadija. My name is Vita Milagros Rivera. And I chose it because she was the first Muslima. And I chose it because she was a businesswoman, and at that time I was a businesswoman. And she had a lot of dynamics in her life that brought her to, you know, find a good husband. She chose her husband. And it was a very unique kind of woman. So I really wanted to emulate her. That's how I chose Khadija.
What a remarkable role model Hazrat Khadija was.
Yes, she was.
What a great name to inspire you, because you're a role model now. People talk about you with a lot of respect. Now, Haley, you talk on and I'll keep an eye on you. As we walked into this restaurant, I saw a lot of people looking up, very shocked. So how do you find that? Do people look up with hostility?
As you know, I was in the Emirates for a month, where we will not be stared at because obviously we're the blend. And when I came out with him this morning, just to come here, we were going through the streets, and everybody was staring. And I said, wow, I'm back in America. It was like, you know, we're kind of used to it. Post 9/11, directly after it, I was working here, and it was very hard. I had to actually leave Miami.
You had to leave Miami?
Yes, I was working for the district attorney's office, and people were spitting at me.
Spitting at you?
Yeah, spitting. I was on the Christina show, but people were spitting at me. It became very vicious, and I decided to go one step further rather than hide. And some people were even told to take off their veils for safety. I refused. I said, I'm not going to take off my veil because that's sort of like a sign of defeat. I didn't do anything. None of the people that I knew knew anything about what was going on. So I felt like sort of like a challenge.
Do you see the family in the larger American society as being a strong unit?
In American society, I don't think it's as strong as it was many years ago. I think it can be better. I think in, for example, Latino society, we're always very close-knit. We have extended families. I think we keep that. What is great about being a Muslim in America is that we try to keep that extended family part of us. It's part of our way of life to take care of our grandparents and our uncles and our cousins, and to visit them and to be with them. I think it's very important that family life be part of anything.
What has happened to women in American society?
Well, I was there in the early 70s when we were doing the feminist movement, and we thought we had it right, down pat, you know, we'll work and all of this, and I think I was wrong about it. What I have seen that, for example, in the Emirates, women, we have 4 women who are ministers in foreign trade and different sections, and we have women judges, and I saw a lot more equality, equal pay in women in the Emirates than I did here, where it should be definitely a given. Just now I was coming here and I saw girls with ultra short shorts and a very short top, and I felt ashamed for her, but I'm sure she did feel ashamed when she wore it.
The short shorts, the girl that you saw, you know, the Sex and the City kind of culture, how did that start, and what is the solution to that?
It's too much freedom, I think. Freedom in the sense of not that you can't do it anywhere else, you can do it anywhere in the world that you want to do it, but I think it's the lack of, you know, humility. It's the lack of self-esteem, you know. I mean, I understand that you feel very comfortable with your body so that you can show it off, but I also believe that that body belongs to you and not for the world. I also believe that there's a little modesty that whatever you have is for your husband, you know. And I feel that when you show a pearl to the world, it's not the same like the one that the jeweler has that he has hidden in a little box somewhere, but it's the special pearl. So I do believe that we women, although we have all this freedom and we talk about feminism and everything, the reality is we're losing sight of ourselves, and that's where the shame comes in.
Wild phenomena, you know, you have these girls lifting up their shirts and things. How do you explain that to me as a Muslim? I'm just puzzled. Why should a girl think that that's a good thing, and why should she allow herself to be filmed? How do you explain that?
I don't have an answer for that, because I think it's part against of the feminist revolution that women feel that they can and they could do it, you know. But I think there's also the power to them that should say, well, even though I can, why should I? Because I think it belittles them as women. I think that it makes them not equal to men and actually makes them a piece of meat. So that I'm ashamed by them. But that is their prerogative and their right, and they can do it, you know. But no, I don't know how to explain it to someone, and I definitely cannot explain it to a Muslim man, because it's very hard for me to explain it.